what you dream. It's the way that you make those things reality. You see, that's the magic to me. M-I-N-O-T, now you see. Life ain't always just what you dream. It's the way that you make those things reality. You see, that's the magic of me.
Hello, Minot, and welcome to this episode of the Hangout podcast, The Magic District. And I'm Corey Long, and this is
Christine Staley.
Awesome deal. And, today, Minot just doesn't encompass everything in Minot. What about the rural communities? I mean, and I'm talking about, we're fortunate enough today to have Doug and Evie, and they are two ranchers from roughly the Granville area, Granville, Upham. And very interesting story. Everybody thinks of ranching, of, cattle and stuff like that. But one huge difference is that Doug Woodall started, if you will, raising. You want to tell what you raised, Doug?
Bison.
Well, welcome to the Hangout podcast. I mean, I'm just telling you right now, you're our first official ranchers.
Right.
So This is really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, this is what North Dakota is about. This is what I've heard about my whole life before I moved here.
Theodore Roosevelt. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is so cool, and you're not our first father-daughter duo though. You're a second.
Right. Fireworks.
Yes. We had that team on, and that was fantastic. So it's so cool to see a family together, working together, and I'm excited to hear this.
Right. So, Doug, would you just, I guess you grew up in and around Granville, correct?
Yes, I've been there all my life, born and raised there.
Yep.
And many moons ago.
Many moons ago. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, you graduated from Granville High School?
I did.
Yeah, and they just had their all-school reunion
Union
this weekend, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
in the heat.
In the heat, right?
Oh.
Yep. So can you tell us, I mean, you grew up ranching cattle.
Yes.
Yeah, and then how did you get into, if you will, into the bison?
That was a contribution of my father.
Okay.
I was down at a wedding in Wyoming, and he called me on the phone and says, bison is also a slang name is buffalo.
Okay.
He says, what do you think about buffalo? I said, I think you're crazy. When I come home, there was 10 of them in the corral.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I know.
he was giving you a little hint though, right? Yeah.
They're a very majestic animal.
Right.
They grow on you, and we've been doing it. This is our 52nd year we've had bison.
52nd. Okay, so you've had them roughly since the mid-70s.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Awesome. Okay. And so you started, raising the bison, and and you've done a lot of different other things within the bison community, if you will, right? I mean, you've been on a couple different boards or you want to explain that?
Yeah, I've was part of the situation where we formed the North Dakota Bison Association.
Okay.
And I worked with building the bison plant in Rockford, North Dakota.
Right.
And I've been pretty active in it.
Sure. And then Evie, you grew up with this basically.
Yeah.
Yep. And yourself, if you want to maybe explain, I guess, your history of ranching, if you will. I mean, you've been doing it your whole life.
Yeah.
And but you're part of many different other things too, not just the ranch life. You have a very active life.
I do, yeah. It's kind of a jack of all trades and master of none, like Dad usually says. We both have a lot of irons in the fire, but
Yeah.
So grew up on the ranch north of Granville and went off to college in South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Got my degree in animal science and a minor in egg business.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And came back and started working in animal nutrition. So now I work here in Minot for CHS Sun Prairie as a manager of our feed division. And then my husband and I brought beef cattle back to the ranch after 20 years. And so we have 3 small kids. They're 9, 6, and 4.
Yeah.
And so we raise cattle and goats and miniature donkeys.
See, let's say
Contributed by Grandpa.
something that's coming back around is more goats.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. I mean, it just isn't like, like you're talking about it, but like I just went to, Esmond had their 125th, if you will, anniversary. And I was just there this weekend. They had a big parade, or otherwise I would have been in Granville. But my roots, Arnold side, came from that Esmond area. and I went and saw family, but they were talking about a lot of goats. Goats seem to be kind of making a, if you will, a rise again in agriculture.
Yeah, they're really good for cleaning up areas that the cattle maybe won't or the buffalo won't.
Yeah.
Those weedy areas and pastures that
Right.
they're
Go see anything, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they're a really good animal for little kids to start with. We got the goats because we have smaller kids, and so they were really easy for them to do the chores for.
Okay.
Really easy to learn some animal husbandry with.
Okay. What does that mean?
So how you take care of the animals, how we feed them and water them every day, how we help them have their babies sometimes if they're having troubles, and our kids are right next to us helping us do that.
Right.
Wow.
And then they get to show them. So they're coming up in 4-H and the North Dakota Junior Points Association showing beef cattle and goats.
Okay, that's great. And that's actually our fair is just around the corner. Are they going to be there this year?
They will be, yeah.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
Have you, Evie, I've talked to you, off camera about this a little bit, but do you want to maybe give, how, so for competition wise, as in like 4-H and FFA, they're two different entities, and 4-H is more for the younger guys, right? Young kids.
Yeah, you can start a lot younger into 4-H.
Yep.
So you can start as a 5-year-old
Okay.
in what's called Clover Buds, and you can do that for 3 years. It's a non-competitive part of 4-H, so they still come and they do like static exhibits, which are, they can bake, they can take pictures and
Okay.
put them on posters, they can create things,
Right.
and they still talk to the judge
Yeah.
and present their project, tell them how they did it, but they're not getting a competitive ribbon or a competitive placing for it. They're getting a, hey, you did a great job by showing up and talking to me
Right.
and starting that conversation.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Type of award. And so
Yeah.
they do that for 3 years.
That's
Okay.
cool. It
Yep.
puts them in the arena just to know that
Right.
they can one day get up to that level, and
Yeah.
you'll see
Right.
succession, how it will,
Yep.
get some
Yep.
tips and tricks too when they want to
Sure.
go. I mean, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, and a lot of this is coming up next week actually.
The state fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it's really cool. So then 4-H, no, excuse me, FFA is when you actually get the ribbons and just stuff like that.
Well, and so in 4-H, you still get ribbons. So once you're done with Clover Buds for those first 3 years, once you turn 9,
Okay.
you become an actual 4-H'er. And so then you can be competitive. So
Okay.
then you can get the blue ribbons, the
Okay.
purple grand champions, those types of things. And then FFA starts about junior high,
Right.
7th, 8th grade.
See, us city slickers, we don't really know all of this stuff, so it's nice. Yeah.
Real city slicker. Yeah. Yes.
But then FFA adds on a lot of judging competitions that you can do: livestock, floriculture,
Right.
nursery landscape, dairy foods types of
Right.
contests that you can do. So a little bit different, but still, I mean, they both were very big parts of my
Right. So when you're walking by
Amazing.
the west or the west side of the fairgrounds over there, and you see the animals. These kids have put hour upon hour into raising. Yes, months.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And we were just talking to Craig,
Yeah.
the executive director. Yep. He was talking about how the goats are really up and coming again.
Yeah.
They're like the hot ticket item, he said.
A hot ticket item.
Yeah, because anyone could put them in the back of their minivan and bring them in.
Little.
put the back of my Suburban
But that's a real story, guys.
It's a real story.
He wasn't making it up.
Well, I probably have a picture of it, to be honest. So
Yeah.
That's so
That's
fantastic.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you want to. So then, after you're done with 4-H, and then you move into the FFA, like we talked about briefly. Then there's the more competitive side, I guess you could say.
yeah, I mean, there's still.
And I think of the video of the kid with the little pig. Like
Mhm.
when you see the meme of the kid, and you just really like transfixed on that pig, like it's and you kind of get to know these animals pretty well. I mean, right?
These kids spend hours and hours a day out in the barn with these animals.
Right.
With pigs, we don't have pigs, so we don't show pigs. But so we start in October when we
Right.
wean
But right
cattle.
down the road,
Mhm.
the Buckmeyers.
Yes, right down the road.
Yeah.
There's some
Yeah.
pretty darn good show pigs
Right.
down the road from
Right.
us.
Wow.
all over the United States with them.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, if we wanted to, we could be at a junior show
Uh-huh.
every weekend from probably the middle of June through the end of August.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah. And I
So-
believe you last weekend you guys were at something pretty big too, right?
Yeah, we were in Watford City.
Yeah.
It's called the Bakken Classic.
Okay.
It's a 2-day junior show.
Can you walk us through exactly what goes on at these shows?
Sure.
Yeah.
So for that one in particular, We go down Friday,
Mm.
and you're there by noon to get checked in.
Yep.
And it's a small animal show only on Friday. So pigs, sheep, and goats
Mhm.
on Friday. And then Saturday, it is all the species. So pigs, sheep, goats, and beef.
Right.
Mhm.
And then what's really cool is the North Dakota Stockmen's Association puts on a junior beef expo.
Okay.
So then Sunday is beef only show
Okay.
during that weekend down there.
Yeah. And what are these judges looking for when they're competitive? Like, but I mean, look from the coat to the hooves to the.
So they're looking for, so there's 2 different classes. So there's breeding heifers.
Yeah.
So you're looking for conformation, balance, structure of feet and legs to make sure that they're able to be bred and
Okay.
and hold a calf. And then just femininity and presence.
Yeah.
On the market side, we have a market steer and a market heifer classes. Those are who's gonna fill the freezer the best, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
And so it's really fun because these kids are showing against each other
Right.
all summer.
Wow.
And one day this one might get first and the other one gets second, and then the next day they might flip flop.
Oh, how interesting.
It's all the judge's opinion.
So it's
That
subjective.
day. It is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Judges all the time.
Each day is a different judge.
So it doesn't make you say, "Oh, well, I'm the best always." It's like you never know. You might share the wealth, I guess,
Right.
way of like
Yep.
winning. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, I guess moving on then, back to Bison / Buffalo, if you will. What you started out with 10, if you will,
Yep.
and how big is the ranch now?
Oh yeah. Let's hear this.
Yeah. How many do you have?
Uh-oh.
That's a really good question.
It's a good question,
Yeah.
but approximately 700.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just east of Minot here, if you will.
Oh my god.
700. Not a lot of people know that. That we have is it one of the biggest ranches in North Dakota for bison? It's got to be close. And
It's close.
I know Doug doesn't like to brag a whole lot. That's the one cool thing about Doug, but it's got to be up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there used to be a lot of animals in North Dakota,
Right.
close to 35 to 40,000,
Okay.
and now
Goodness.
we're probably down to
And that was roughly during the 80s when it really took a surge, right?
Is it nice?
Okay. Yeah.
90s,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a big ranch out by Jamestown for quite a while too, I believe. Yes. Yeah.
The Buffalo Association, North Dakota Buffalo Association, started with there's like 5 guys that had bison in North Dakota for many, many years.
Yep.
One from Grand Forks, one from Mandan, Carson area, one from New Rockford,
Okay.
and us, and yeah, so they all kind of come together. One from over by Animus Drake, and all come together and want to start a association.
Yep.
And we met in Jamestown at the Eagles Club down there. A bunch of us got it all started and going, and formed the North Dakota Buffalo Association. And after that, we formed the North American Bison Cooperative.
Okay.
North American. Wow. How many members you must have now?
Well, it was mainly, yeah, there was people from Canada, all over.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. And I sat on the board that did the feasibility study to build the plant down there. And it's kind of ironic that plant the study was made and was only supposed to kill 2,500 head a year. And now they can kill up to 15,000
Wow. A year.
a year.
Yep.
It used to be a little more than that, but there's not enough animals around. Excuse me. But yeah, we're always looking for more animals on feed to
Okay. Yep.
and
And you worked with, if I'm not mistaken, Lauren Anderson. He did some work too, didn't he? A little bit with
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we had him on the podcast too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
yeah, there was 5 of us on that feasibility study, and
Yep.
I think there's only 2 of us left around. There was a wide spread of people from different areas and generations. Yeah, that did that.
So with regards to your buffalo, I mean, who's buying the buffalo, if you don't mind me asking? Because I'm in a restaurant business, so I'm excited.
You eat a new sandwich called the Buffalo.
The buffalo?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's potential.
Well, I don't have a flat top grill. That's the
Sure,
only
okay.
difference. I'm not like a short order cook here.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
kind of more
Right.
ready to make slicing. We slice. Unless you have buffalo and deli sliced meat, I will take it.
Yeah.
That could be a thing. You know what? That could be a new item.
To it.
We should look into that.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll have
yeah.
to come out and see me sometime.
I would love to.
Yes.
And I love buffalo burgers. I like buffalo
Right.
steaks.
It's a
Be it
lean-
bison, whatever.
You know,
yeah.
I had a little incident, health scare, and I actually called Doug because I was looking for something because I
Mhm.
wanted something lean, and Doug gave me a box of sirloin, buffalo sirloin.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah. No, I find that interesting because if this is the future and people like high protein diets, let's get real. I mean, it's not like
You
it's
can't
not
get
a
any
trend.
higher protein than buffalo.
I know that, and that's the whole reason. And so lean.
Right.
But I'm just wondering, like, how can people find any of your, products? Because I know the products at some point, right? You end up like selling them somewhere or finding them. Like, I mean, I don't know. Are you in stores? Are you in restaurants? I'd love to know.
I own a restaurant,
You do. So let's hear about it.
And it's called the
White Buffalo Grill and Lounge.
Where-
Granville.
See, I don't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never.
Yeah.
I don't leave much here.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
kind of stuck here. Unless you're getting catering in Granville, I'm not going that way much.
Yeah.
But it's not that I don't want to go. I'm always here. It's
Yours
just like,
just wanted to be a family-oriented restaurant. I always tell the story that I raised beef cattle until 1999. I entered the new millennium beefless.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
Liz.
And I had some beef friends that said, "Why are you still raising them things? They're gamey. It's tough. It's
Mhm.
I like them over beef.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah.
And I said, "You've never had a good buffalo steak or burger."
I love that you say that because I tell it to people. If they're like, I don't like that, I'm like, well, you haven't had a good one. You're judging it on something bad.
Right.
Wasn't prepared correctly.
Exactly. And that's where people need to like change that mindset when they go to a restaurant or somewhere, as long as it's made well.
Yeah, and I believe the
Yeah.
Memorial Diner too. You supplied, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also
So
have buffalo.
yep.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, and they sold this place bar slash. It was just a bar and a fast food type deal.
Yeah.
A bar that had fried food and pizza turned into a family restaurant that also serves beer and
Oh, so it changed the model
turned
of
into a restaurant that has liquor and beer instead of a bar
bar that had
that
like,
has some fried
Fast
food.
yeah,
Yes, yeah.
I love that.
So on Tuesdays they have a 2-for-1 special. You come in there, you get 2 burgers for the price of 1.
Oh my good.
Yes.
I gotta go eat here
Yep.
now. No, I love
They
burgers.
bring the
Burgers
family.
like a food group to
Tuesday,
me.
yeah.
Burger night too.
Tuesday?
Yep. But also they like they're saying too is that they serve up a really really good, if you will, chop house. You can get steak, you can get whatever right there.
I'd get a steak and a burger from you. I'd like to try both.
We have steak, we have fish, we have chicken, we have shrimp, we have what else do we have?
And then just anything else a hometown diner would.
Right.
Pasta.
Yeah.
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 I'm not a big pasta person that much. But I love the fact. Okay, so you guys are ranchers and you have a restaurant.
Right.
Mhm.
How do you do that? How do you?
Good question.
How do you do? No, really. Let's think about that.
That's where the
The other
master-
part, Darnell's not here.
Yes, my mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
She runs the bar restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really a family.
and I put her back in another.
Yeah. I love it. But you guys really have a nice like family ran system and operation setup right here.
Yeah.
And you got history.
Right.
No, this is fantastic.
Mhm.
This is what it's about.
Right. Yeah, they hustle. I mean,
No,
nonstop.
really, it sounds that way.
When we first started, we had a good friend. My folks graduated with Dr. Myron Peterson, which was in Minot here.
Yeah, Peters.
He was a heart surgeon.
Yep.
He started doing heart bypasses and stents, and things like that. And he was telling these guys they had to get a leaner, higher protein meat. So guess what? We started selling quarters and halves and everything else, and we did our own processing. We did our own things with the hides and the heads and leather work and all that. And then it just got kind of overwhelming. And then in the 90s, when we all come together as the North Dakota Buffalo Association, we kind of slowed down with that. And here we are today.
Wow.
We don't do any of our own processing or
Not
anything
eating it.
anymore. No.
Okay.
We take our feeder animals to the plant in New Rockford,
Mhm.
and then from there they sell the meat,
And
to different
Okay.
I bring
different
finished
species.
product back. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
do the
to
rest.
put in the restaurant.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't do every single thing yourself anymore, right? I mean, that's a lot of work. I bet you. I don't listen. I can't put anything past them. You guys are amazing. Just hearing your story so far.
I think today you guys were haying, right? or are
We're
going
getting
to.
ready for haying.
Yep.
We're checking pastures, making sure everybody's got
Right.
like tubs, proper nutrition, and
Right.
making sure they have water because
Right.
it's 100 degrees out.
Yeah. So talk about that. You're part of nutrition. You were talking about in the beginning.
DHS.
So
Yep.
how exactly does that really play into the animals' care? Because a lot of people are wondering about if you're going to compare something that's on a supermarket shelf that we don't know where it's coming from, questionable, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on. But
Right.
then you have like animals that are actually taken care of well.
Mhm.
Are there some things that has to do with either what you're feeding them or how they're raised or how you can tell?
Absolutely.
Like what exactly how would you tell this to the community that's listening right now? What would they have to think about?
So a good steward
Yeah.
is going to take care of their animals probably better than they take care of themselves, to be honest.
Okay.
So like I said, I work in livestock nutrition, and so I consult with ranchers on making sure that their cattle and horses, pigs, sheep, goats, bison all have the proper nutrition. So
Don't forget the bison.
make sure so right now we're on summer grazing. It's breeding season. We're making sure that they are high enough in their essentials that they're able to breed.
Like their vitamins?
Their vitamins
Like
and
the
minerals.
prenatal vitamins.
Yes,
Stuff.
basic.
Yeah.
We have certain products that we put out at certain times of the year. And so like today, that's what we were doing. We were making sure that they had their proper lick tub with some fly control in there.
Yeah.
Because the
Most
flies are.
And you want to tell us what a lick like
Yeah.
city slickers again?
Yeah, so a lick tub, it's a 250-pound steel barrel.
Yeah.
That has a molasses product in there.
Okay.
That's all nutritionally formulated and researched by multiple different entities and universities.
Yeah.
And it is like the one we put out today is called Flaxlick, and so it's our breeding tub. It's full of omega-3s and omega-6s.
Wow.
It helps on the female side and the male side
For the cattle.
Yep.
That's
And
amazing.
Yeah.
put it out
See, people,
as
not
well.
your city slickers don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And so then we also, it's got an IGR in it, which is an insect growth regulator that we put out during the summertime. Doesn't kill flies, but it prevents the flies from hatching.
Yes.
And so flies are a huge detriment to all livestock.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Those, if you think of thousands of bites a day, how annoyed would you be? Would it be able to eat or drink properly? And so that takes down on their ability to perform. So they're probably not going to get bred as easy. Those calves aren't going to grow as fast. The cows aren't going to produce as much milk.
Sure.
There's
Probably irritated too. Angry. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah. It's like,
Like happy.
somebody's biting me. Yeah.
so Danny and I try to stand. If you drive in the country and you see cows all herded into a big circle, one clump,
I've seen those before. Yeah.
they're trying to fight flies together and create less surface area for them to bite themselves.
So it keeps them kind of like in a big
Group
pile. Group.
Yeah. So there's a lot more to ranchers and the things they do than just put some cows out and
Right.
let them grow.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know the flies have been horrendous this year.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's because of all the rain we got or
Yeah.
what,
It
but
is. I think I want to say it really does. It doesn't help.
no, I mean the foliage looks beautiful
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
I mean, they must have grass for like miles to eat, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
I wonder when they're going to spray,
Yeah.
around here for the mosquitoes. It's easy a week before.
oh,
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a lot to ranching. And do you think, Evie, obviously you've been doing this your whole life, you followed suit after your dad and whomever. And so that gives you a little bit, to me, a bit more of an edge, than most people, especially with the career path that you took. Does that also maybe help in the competition for like the 4-H and, FFA a little bit? I mean,
Yeah. So with that, so I didn't show as growing up, show animals. I did a lot of judging contests and showing
Yep.
off my projects. But my husband grew up showing cattle.
okay.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so, but things have changed a lot since back in that day,
Sure.
the early 2000s when he graduated. So it's been a big learning curve for both of us.
Okay.
But really it just goes back to you're going to show an animal that you're going to want to keep in your herd anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
So our rule of thumb is we pick out our replacement heifers.
Yep.
And then our kids get to pick their calves that they're going to show.
Mm-hmm.
And then we help them
'Kay.
with the grunt work first, because obviously they're they're not that big yet.
Yep.
And the calves are, so we help them with that. But then they're in charge of doing chores and making sure, and at least being out there with us when we're doing things.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the cattle and the goats too.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the aspect of talking to people from 4-H and
Yeah.
FFA. I mean, it's been huge. Being able to lead associations
Mhm.
has been an integral part of me growing up.
Sure.
And
Are you part of it? Well, also, you are on the school board for
I
TGU.
am.
Yes, and I'm very proud that Evie's on there because I know she's an advocate.
Explain what that is, Corey.
She's a school board member, so she's
Mhm.
voted in to Towner, Granville, Upham.
Oh,
the
okay,
school
that's
board.
what that was the.
Yeah, so there's many different things that Evie's involved with a lot.
Oh no, I read her bio. I know.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was it nutrition also?
Yeah, so I do a little bit on the gut health side.
Okay.
The human side.
On the human side.
Yes, you said yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I had
And that's what Melinda talks about too.
Yes, I know.
It starts in the gut.
Everything starts with that.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything.
You want to talk about that, Evie? Would you talk about
And
that?
with animals too, you said. Yeah. Well, yeah. Please
Yeah,
share
yeah,
that.
yeah.
This is really important.
Yeah. So 6 years ago, I was postpartum with my son, and I couldn't do anything. I was just
Right.
in a fog, and I was chasing after a 1.5-year-old and a 4-month-old, and I needed something
Right.
to help. And one of my college friends was like, "Hey, I think this could help you out." And so I tried it, and it's been amazing. It's called Plexus. It's Plexus Worldwide.
'Kay.
And it's the original gut health company. It's been 18 years since it's been established, and it's all natural. And it really works on that gut-brain connection. Your gut is actually their second brain.
Okay.
And so it affects so many things. I mean, people see, oh, it's a weight loss thing. And yeah, you do in turn lose weight, but you also feel better. Your memory is better. Your aches and pains and rheumatoid arthritis are better.
Right.
There's a lot of things. Your skin health is better.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I've kind of have that on the side a little
Sure,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
And so my family's using it. My kids are using it. I'm helping
Where
other
can they
families
find
learn it.
information that you have on that?
So just reach out to me on Facebook.
Right.
I'm on Instagram. I don't use it as much, but I'm starting to more. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I would love to help anybody that's struggling with anything, really. I mean, there's a lot of different.
So is there like an assessment somebody can take, like an online quiz before they reach out to you to see if it is even right for them? Or is it just right for everybody?
So if a person is to reach out to me, I'll send you kind of a graphic saying, hey, here are the things that are usually associated with candida or yeast overgrowth in your gut. Too much bad bacteria compared to good bacteria. And once we kind of see what the problem areas are, we can better assess which products you should probably
right.
be getting.
So you're not treating anyone. You're just giving them things that could help and aid of those things. You're not being like doctor here.
No, I'm not a doctor.
Hey, I never was saying. No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just trying to make it a clear. So okay, because I really love that there's something close to home here. And
Right. We have a friend
or-
across the street, Melinda, that talked about gut health.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
totally,
yeah,
totally.
yeah.
But the fact that there's a product out there that somebody can actually use too, And you were saying also with the animals, is that part with the animals as well?
Yeah.
Of course.
Mhm.
So same what I do on the animal nutrition side, making sure they have all the right vitamins and minerals
Right.
to make sure that they can function.
And that's what you go to school for.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
get to use that degree.
Yeah, see, I'm using that degree. Kill you there. I got that piece of paper and I'm raising it.
Well, the reason I say that is because I love that you brought that in because a lot of people don't know where their food comes from. And a
Right.
lot of people, even in rural communities, sometimes don't know
Right.
anymore because they go straight now to the supermarket. They don't
Go
go.
grows on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Just
Yes.
from the back room and on the shelf. That's where it comes from.
But the reason I'm saying that is besides that factor is that sometimes it's not safe and we don't know that until after something happens. Because you have a ranch and a lot of different types of animals, how do you keep an eye on any trends happening with anything like that? Like how does that happen or work where if there's an outbreak of something? The reason I'm asking that is because I can only imagine what it would be like on a massive scale for whoever's dealing with that. You guys are smaller. How would you know if something was happening or not, like before something happened?
Like with our animals?
Yeah. Like how does that, because I mean, like we're in North Dakota. I don't know. Like,
So we're out there all the time. We're checking our herds because we have different pastures. So different sets of cows in different areas. And so with the beef and the buffalo, we're out there checking them daily,
Yeah.
every other day, making sure that their lick tubs are full, that they're, maybe give them a little treat every once in a while.
What's a treat for a cow? Or
So it's called range cake.
oh, what?
It's called range cake. Are you gonna brought some in? Oh, I'll show you a video. My daughter was feeding our cows with a hand by hand today. Yeah, so it's a cube. It's about that long, about an inch around, and it's a protein supplement, is what it is. But it also has enough vitamins and minerals in there to make sure that everybody's getting what they need.
Oh my gosh, that's
Okay.
so cool. I didn't
I
know
didn't know that.
Yeah, so we take out. It comes in a 50-pound bag, and I go and just dump it around the pasture, and they come and just line up.
Oh my gosh.
So then that's an easy way for us to count head, make sure everybody's here,
Mhm.
Yeah.
make sure all their calves are there. They're walking to us so we can assess, make sure they don't have any feet problems. With the wet that's been going on lately,
Okay. Yep.
an easy environment for foot rot to start to happen. And so we want to take care of that properly. Get them some antibiotics if needed.
Right.
Which then, so yeah, we're just
You
around them
monitor
all the time.
No, the reason I'm just asking is because I don't think a lot of people realize the type of care that needs to be addressed with taking care of it, so
Right.
people prevent that. I mean, that's the reason. I mean,
They go into the
over-commercialization's
supermarket and they
hard.
grab the pound of hamburger,
They don't.
and it just that they don't see what actually took in to create that pound of hamburger.
Right.
Yeah,
That we have ranchers out there 365
yeah.
every day of the year are out there mending their
All different times. If
Yes.
weather
Yeah.
conditions can happen, anything. You guys have to just make sure
Yeah.
everything's okay and under control.
Yeah. Or even just, okay, we had a storm. Make sure there's no trees down on fences and
Mm-hmm.
Right.
animals running them.
Yeah, lightning striking near a herd or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No.
that does happen.
It does.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's
Oh, I never
yeah,
heard of that.
yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, that's important. I like to hear that because I don't think people understand. Like you were saying, oh, they think it just grows in the supermarket. Well, clearly nothing just grows in the supermarket, right?
Right.
Except prices right now.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, I love to hear that because
And
I don't know. I didn't grow up in a farm.
on your end. So the prices have went up in the last few years, for beef, if you will.
Mhm.
But on your guys' end, it really hasn't, has it?
The buffalo market's been pretty steady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's growing too.
But what I'm getting at is that there's something going on between the grocery store and you guys that you guys don't really have the control over.
No, we don't.
Right.
Exactly. And that's what I'm
But
kind of, the processors are, yes. Yeah.
And that's all about, herd size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the buffalo herd has relatively stayed the same across the U.S. for quite some time.
Right.
We're trying to build that up so we can
Yeah.
get, it's a classic supply and demand thing, right? So
It's very
so
high right now.
buffalo meat's always been more expensive
Yeah.
because of the demand,
Right.
But the supply's not there.
but the supply is not there.
Right.
And so the pricing has always been higher. On the beef side, the herd is not growing
Mm.
because the prices are to the point where people aren't keeping back heifers. They're not retaining mama cows. They're culling them, which is a good practice. It has to happen.
Right.
But so there's not as many feeders. So there's not as much meat
Interesting.
going into.
Right.
So that's the
food
story behind it too. See,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know that.
So it's not just ranchers deciding I need more for my calf in the fall.
Mhm.
It's because there's not as much.
Yeah.
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. I will definitely say that's probably why a lot of chicken concepts have opened up around town.
That's a great. I never thought of that.
Because chicken's not expensive.
Yeah.
Chickens, how long does it take for them to grow and hatch and then whatever, and then
Months and
then
a year.
herds take a little bit longer time too. So if you look at it like in that aspect,
Right.
but if
Yeah.
goat starts going and taking off,
Yeah.
telling you,
Well, there's a lot of goats and sheep meat.
oh, I don't doubt it. I love
Mhm.
both of those.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to tell you, I make a mean curry goat. So
Okay.
I am from Miami, so I like Jamaican food, and I'll make it at home once in a while. My daughter actually loves it now, which is so nice that she eats my food. What I like to make, not what she just likes to eat, but lamb is one of those things people don't know about it until they taste it and they're like, this is amazing.
As long as it's cooked right.
Exactly.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yep.
Exactly. Because if it's not cooked right, people are just like, that is not good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Same way with bison.
I agree with you. And what would you tell someone if they didn't like a medium well, they liked well done bison steak?
That's
What do
the
you,
worst thing you can.
I know, but how do you explain that to someone? How? Because I try to explain that to people just with a regular beefsteak, but that's even harder
So
because
for the longest time when I dated my wife, we'd always get well, and I don't know, it was about maybe 4 or 5 years,
Mhm.
and then finally we actually, ventured below it,
Yeah, yeah.
and it just there's
It's a different experience.
different,
Mhm.
yes, yep.
Yeah, same thing. People don't realize this, but pork, there's a certain texture and color that to keep it tender. You're not like it's not raw, but it's like cooked up to a point where it still stays juicy. And I don't know.
Dry.
Yeah, but people get
Yes.
freaked out by chicken. It's undercooked. Well, chicken, yeah, you got to cook it all the way. You know, it's almost interesting. Do you guys do any like outreach in the community with your restaurant or anything like that, or any cooking classes or anything like that to show the beginning, middle, end of like where it comes from to where it goes and how people see that?
I haven't. I've been asked several times, but
Yeah,
workers are hard commodity to find
sure.
nowadays.
Oh, I agree.
Ever since COVID, I
Mm.
know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So do you consider yourself a teaching ranch ever too? Like you'd have people come out and just visit just to see like
Oh yeah.
you guys do that too?
Yeah, and if anybody wants to come out and see the buffalo and learn more about them, we're always open to taking them out into the herds and show them around and
Mhm.
You can
visiting.
get as close as you and I are till.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah.
So they get to know you then? So
Oh yeah.
they're not like scared of you then?
Yeah.
Or you're not scared of them?
I'm not scared of. But you have to. They're like a dog. If they can sense fear
Yeah.
in a person, you know. But main thing about it, it's all natural meat. We don't use any growth hormones or anything
Yeah.
like that. So it's a lot better for you.
Do you guys have an opportunity to sell to the communities here if they wanted to buy something
Well, I
online?
do.
Okay. So where do people find out if they want to find out about
Well,
that?
ours is usually hand to mouth.
Okay.
I had guys calling me actually during the school reunion wanting to buy a quarter or a half or
Oh my goodness.
whatever.
Nice.
Right.
So
And when is the time to actually put those orders in or request that? Like, I don't know. I'm not familiar with how that works because I'm used to the grocery store
Mhm.
and people think it's there all year round.
there's starting to get more processing plants again, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the smaller ones have shut down.
Mm.
And it takes a while to get your animals in.
Have you noticed an increase of mom and pop shop butchers though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there seems to be,
Oh, yeah. Destiny are in town. We've had like
Yeah,
3 of them
yeah.
spring up out of nowhere.
Here-
And all I knew was Carly Crunchy Sausage.
yeah,
at
and
the
then
time.
like in Esmond, North Dakota, they have a new one
Yeah.
that's up and going, and they have one, up in Alpham that opened here in the
I've
last
worked with both of them.
right.
See, I have another little business that I design and build working facilities for animals, beef, cattle, or beef and bison,
Yep.
and zoo animals.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
So working facility, panels, gates, chutes, containment systems, so we can humanely and safely work them, give them, an ear tag or
Yeah.
Right.
shots that they need to
Nice.
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
It's like a system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Did you market that everywhere? Because that sounds like an awesome
I
thing.
go from one side of the United States to the
And
other.
I barely like followed the unions like a couple months ago. I Doug was
Down in South Carolina.
yeah, South Carolina.
Wow.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
And that's an important part of it. Because if you can't do those things, you're not
Right.
going to have your herd. It's
If you can't handle them safely, you can't do it. And
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
somebody's going to get killed.
yeah.
Designed and built this for the zoo here in Minot.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Those that were there were mine.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah. So we're in the building stages again because they relocated them, and yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah, they're doing some work over there right now, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. I grew up on that side of town. So yep.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thank
wow.
you guys. I mean,
No, this is great.
Yeah.
I didn't know half of anything you guys just told me. This is
Right.
amazing.
Yep.
It just makes me feel better about living in North Dakota, knowing that people actually put the effort and
in
the
a
care.
humane way.
Exactly.
They actually they tend the fields and they take care of their animals and they do their due diligence. And I had no idea that you guys, like you said, Christine, that there's so much more to it than just like grabbing it from a shelf and putting
Yeah.
it on the
Yep.
oh
yes.
it's not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of early mornings, late nights
Right.
Yeah.
on the rancher
Right.
sides that,
Yes. Yeah.
that you
Don't-
don't see if you grab
Doesn't
some-
it? It almost seems like it's definitely a joint affair, meaning like you have that side where, especially if they're young babies and you have to make sure that they're being cared for and there's not
Mhm.
everything's being taken care of. So like that motherly side, but then you have to have the masculine side to make sure that, everyone gets kind of put in where they need to go. And it's like I like the balance between it. Sounds
Right.
like it's not an easy life. It sounds like I'm not gonna say it is.
It's not.
But I mean, I get.
But it was a pretty great one.
Yeah. Because I have this dream thinking you're on horses and you're riding. You're like, come on, guys, let's go. And what they show on TV. I'm city slicker,
Right.
like you say, right?
This isn't like Yellowstone. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean,
It is, Doug. Hey, I've always been your friend.
do you know what's funny is that because I don't see that background of like that kind of lifestyle, but you guys telling the story today and about what you do and sharing it, like that just opens the door for me to be more excited about
Right.
really seeing it now and understanding.
So if you
No.
want to go check out a really good steak, check out the White Buffalo downtown Granville. You can't miss it. It's on the, if you will, the main street on the
East side.
east side of the road.
I definitely
Yes,
that.
yeah. And
I
you gotta-
definitely
and check out, check out the Memorial Diner. They also serve you guys your beef, their patties there too, right?
Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah, the buffalo. Yep, bison patties there too. Yeah,
Oh.
Memorial Diner. Donna, maybe someday she might be on here too someday. So
Hey, I know.
she has a good milkshake. Yeah.
I know. Was this the one you were talking about, the breakfast?
Yes.
I got to go have breakfast and then dinner.
Yeah.
Spend a whole day in Granville.
So if I get breakfast, come out to the ranch. They're the Buffalo.
There you. Yeah. Yeah.
Bring Corey.
Not this Saturday because we got the state fair today.
No,
Yeah.
for yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Are you guys coming to town this for the fair for everything, right?
I'll be at the fair from Friday through Saturday.
And you have to get
Animals, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you ever away, come back and come have some ice cream with them. I'll give them some ice cream.
Yeah.
This is a good fun place for kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have video
Yeah.
games in the back too. I know they're young. I have young kids too. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's what she kind of created it for. I mean, back there, it's a free, it's the Jade
So we have
stuff built back in the day.
free games,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
retro games in the back. Yeah, you can't see them, but they're all back there. Yeah.
Mhm.
And just, it's a nice place to get away if they need to take a break because I know it's hot in those barns. I've been
It
there.
is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were talking to Craig. His favorite animal is the goat, and that's why I asked. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you could bring him in a minivan apparently, and then a truck.
Yeah. She's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, oh my gosh. Well, thank you
Thank you
guys
guys.
so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And yeah, Corey, anything else?
No, that's it. Christine, if you want to close her out.
Yeah. So I want to thank Evie and Doug and Corey Long, of course.
Stanley.
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 Ooh, he said Stanley.
I
It's
know.
okay. I'm not mad. Everyone calls me Stanley, Staley. Who cares? Anyway, I just want to say thank you to Minot in the community, our listeners. Please keep supporting us. Support these guys over here. Do you have any websites or anything people can follow, by the way?
Is that
Anything?
if you want to, for gut health, Evie, you want to give a shout out?
Yeah,
Yeah, our time. Facebook and Instagram.
And what is it called again? Like the name? No, yeah, where's the
Doug
funny?
Johnson.
Evie Johnson. Okay,
Yep.
so it's just her name, guys.
Yep.
We'll put it down below. And then also I want to thank Main Street America, and American Express for the grant. And then I want to just say thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
M-I-N-O-T, now you see, life ain't always just what you dream. It's the way that you make those things reality. You see, that's the